welcome back to my YouTube channel 7 Hooks Crochet. In today's video we're going to be making a bucket hat. A bucket hat that I'm making for my nephew. He's 4 years old, so for this video we're going to need a measuring tape, a pair of scissors, a darning needle, a stitch marker, a 3-ply yarn, a 3mm crochet hook, a 5-ply yarn. This yarn is a 60% cotton and 30% acrylic. It's very soft. This isn't in English, so I'm assuming this is cotton and acrylic, and I don't know what that is. Polyester maybe? Fiber? I don't know. But it's soft and comfortable and very breathable for a child. So, to begin, oh, I must tell you, for a 4-year-old, 3-year-old, and 8-year-old, we are using 20 inches around the head. So that's 20 inches around the head. That's the measurement. That's what the measurement called for. You can go on Google and search, and they'll tell you that's what I did because my nephew lives far away. So this is the 20 inches round, and then from the crown of the head to the forehead, we have 7.5 inches. 7.5. So it goes around like that. From the top of the head to the forehead. That's how it goes. So I've decided to work my the flat portion that goes on top of the head. I'll be doing that for 10 or 11 centimeters, and then from 11 all the way down to 19, which is 7.5, that's, or 20, that's where the forehead portion will be before we start to make the flap that shades the face from the sun. So to begin, we're going to make a magic circle. This is how I make my magic circle. I take my yarn, and then the short end of the yarn goes over the long end of the yarn like that. I'm going to hold on to the point where they both meet, hold on to that, and then put your hook behind, not in front. This is where the front is, the short tail. From behind, we're going to grab our yarn and pull up a loop through that circle. You can pull to tighten it, and then chain 1. Now your circle is fastened. It's a comfortable circle. And chain another, that's 2 chains. And now we're going to work 8 half double crochets all around this magic circle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you are using single crochets, if you prefer to use single crochet, then you go with 6 single crochets into the magic circle. If you're working with double crochets, that will be 10 double crochets around the magic circle. You're going to pull up that short end, and your magic ring closes automatically. Now we're going to fasten off our work by, on the top right here where you chain 2, right on top we're going to insert our hook, and then pull up a loop, and then go through that other loop, and that's how you make a slip stitch. So we've slip stitched our work together. It's now a circle. To start off row 2, we're going to chain 2, and then going back in to that bottom right there at the bottom, you can see that right there. You're going to yarn over and insert your hook right there at the bottom of your chain 2, and then pull up a loop and pull through all 3 of those loops, and that's 2 half double crochet. And then for the next stitch, we're going to go with 2 half double crochets as well. This is what we call an increase. Whenever you're wherever you hear increase, you know that it means you're putting 2 double crochets or 2 half double or 2 singles into the same space, into the same stitch. So we're just going to work 2 half double crochets all around the circle until we get 16 half double crochets. So we're just going to go around 1 half double, 2 half double, 1 half double into the next stitch, 2 half double into that same stitch, another half double into the next stitch, another one into that same stitch. So we're at the end, we can count our stitches. This is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and 16. Now we're going to make one, because this the chain 2 honestly shouldn't count as a stitch. It's invisible. So you would usually work 1 half double right there at the last stitch right there. You'd make 1 half double crochet. That plus this equals 2. So on top of your chain 2, we're going to insert our hook, pull up a loop, and create a slip stitch to close off our work, to close off row 2. And we've finished row 2. For row 3, this is where it gets really fun. So for row 3, we're going to chain 2, and right back into that stitch we're going to have 1 half double crochet, and into the next stitch we're going to have 2 half double crochets, that's an increase, and into the next stitch 1 half double crochet. So we're making increases on every second stitch. Increases on every second stitch. So 1 half double crochet, then in the next stitch 2 half double crochets, and we're gonna do this all the way around, and I'll meet you at the other side. So at this point we're supposed to have 24 stitches. We're gonna count our stitches. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. Remember, the chain 2 is not a stitch. So we're making this last half double crochet to connect to this half double crochet to create one double, like an increase right here. 24, and we've got our circle. So for our row 4, we're going to do what we always do, chain 2, and then half double crochet into that same space, and into the next space another half double crochet, and then into the next space an increase. So increase 1, 2, and then into the next space 1 half double crochet, into the next place 1 half double crochet, and into the next space 1 increase. And now you can see a pattern. We're having half double for the previous row. We had 2 double crochets all around, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and then in the next space we had 1 half double crochet, 1 increase, and now we're having two half double crochets, 1 increase. And then for the next row it'll be 3 half double crochets, that's half double crochet, half double crochet, half double crochet, and then increase. So it goes on and on. That is how we can keep our circle spreading flat without curving. So we're gonna keep doing this all around. 1, 2 half double crochets, then an increase all the way to the end, and I'll meet you back there. So now we're back, we're at the end of our row. So we're going to fasten off by slip stitching right there. And then we're gonna chain 2, and then we're gonna go back into that stitch. Remember to count your stitch. So for row 4, we have 32 stitches around. And for row 5, we've got 40 stitches around. Remember, each row is plus 8. So now, the previous row we had half double, increase. Now I'm gonna write it up here somewhere, and then the next row, for row 5, it's going to be half double, half double, half double, increase. So that's 3 half double crochets and then an increase. So 1, 2, 3, and then an increase. Next space 1, next space 2, next space 3, and then an increase of 2 half double crochets into the same stitch. So we're just going to keep doing this for 10 rows, and I'll meet you back on row number 10. And we are at the end of our 10 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, from here, from row 11, we will no longer be working in any decreases. We will simply just crochet, half double crochet all around in each stitch. No increases, just half double crochet all around. We will do this for 10 rows. We're going in with the half double crochet. And we're going to do this all the way around with no increases, just half double crochets, 1 in each stitch, all the way around for 10 rows. Okay, so we just finished our 20th row. This is our 10, the first 10, and then we start to curve it around the 11th row all the way down to the 20th row, and we're at the 20th row. So from here we're going to make the flap. So for the flap, we're going to make increases on every 8 stitch. So we're counting single crochets down 8 stitches. On the 8th stitch, we make an increase. So 1, front loop only, 2, let's see, yarn over. In the front loop, this is a V. You can see this. Usually we go through both of those V's, of those loops, but now we're doing just the front loop, just the one that's on my side, front loop only. And we're just gonna do this 7 times, and then on the 8th stitch we make an increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and on the 8th stitch we make 2 half double crochet, and that's your increase. So we're doing this repeatedly till we get to the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 is the increase into the same space. And we're just gonna do this, and I'll meet you back. So we're at the end of our row 21, the first flap. You can see it's already starting to come out. So for the next row, we will be increasing on every 7th stitch. We're trying to slowly build out the flap. I don't want to make a ruffle. I would like it to be just a regular bucket hat. So we're just going to keep going as normal as usual, inserting our hook into every V-stitch completely, no more front loop. And we're just going to make an increase on every 7th stitch. So we're counting 6 stitches. We're working 1/2 double crochet into every stitch for 7 stitches, and on the 7th stitch we work in 2 half double crochet increase. So we're going to do this repeatedly all the way around until we get to the other side. So once again, you're going to count half double crochet in every stitch for 7 stitches, and on that 7th stitch we work 2 half double crochets, and I'll meet you back at the other side. For this 23rd row, we're going to make 6 stitches, an increase on the 6th stitch. So we're making an increase on every 6th stitch. So 4, 5, 6, and one more into that 6th, and that's an increase. So we're going to keep doing this and repeat it all the way around, and I'll meet you on the other side. Okay, so we are done with our 23rd row, and this is how it's looking. It's looking great already. So for our next row, because right now if you notice it's kind of looking flappy on some sides, right? So we want to get rid of that. For row number 24, we're going to chain 2, and then we're just going to make 1/2 double crochet all around the rim. No increases, just half double crochet all around, because we're just trying to get rid of that flap. We don't want it to get ruffly too much, and you can see it's already having ruffles. So in order to prevent that, we're going to half double crochet all around without any increases, and I'll meet you. Don't you just hate when you find things like this? It's crazy. Ugh. It's tied up real tight. Oh, no it's not. This is great. You get to see how I tie a knot, how I join 2 strands together. So what I do is I take this, put it over that, and then I tie this, just tie it over the other strand. Once that's fastened, I pull it down, and then I take the other tail end and I tie it to the previous strand, the one that just, so it's basically like they're hugging each other, right? So make sure they hug each other, and when they're done hugging, or hugging from a distance, try to pull them together so they're like one big happy family. And then just cut off the strand as low as you can, and voila, da 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 da, it's gone. Welcome back. Right now we're on our 25th row. Now for row 25, we'll be making an increase for every 13th stitch. Not 10, 13th, we're skipping 3 ahead. Like I said, we don't want a ruffle hat. We want a flat rim around our hat. because this isn't a girl, this is a boy, a little boy, a growing boy who loves green like me. So we'll be going for 13. 11, 12, 13, and then back into that same stitch, another half double crochet, and that's the increase. So we're going to repeat this all the way around, and then I'll meet you for our final round. Alright, so we're now at the end of our 25th row. For our 26th row, it's simple. We're just going to single crochet all across, one single crochet for every stitch all around to this point. So chain 1 and just work a single crochet into every stitch all across, and that's how we're gonna be ending this hat. And now we're at the end of the hat, so we can just fasten off by chaining 1, and then we cut. So here it is. Here's the hat. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful to you. This is how you make a basic bucket hat. So, yay. Let me know if you want another video. Like I said, this is a small bucket hat for a 4 to 5 year old boy. And if you would like to purchase hats like these, feel free to check out my Instagram. It is linked in my bio, so you can check that out. You can also check out my TikTok. I'm also there. This looks like a color for a frog hat. If you want me to make an animal themed hat, you know, a hat with cat ears or frog ears or, you know, bear, just let me know and I'll do that. But for now, this is a basic bucket hat, the rounded rim type. There are different types. There's the other one where this part is sharp. But that will be in another video. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, I love you from the bottom of my heart. Sarangye!